Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully, it's looking good. I think so. Sounding good. My name is Dan C. Bearded. This is a special edition of Beard Advice Live. Normally, this stream is every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, but I have an amazing opportunity today. I'm coming to you from the Beardbrand campus. Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Awesome. And I got a couple of people to introduce over here. We have Eric, would the title be officially CEO of Beardbrand?
I like founder, but
Okay.
you can call me CEO.
Founder of Beardbrand.
Yep.
And then we have Carlos Costa over here, internationally famous model, content creator, fashionista. Carlos, how you doing?
I'm great. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
What's up, amigos?
And then helping running the show behind the scenes, we got Mr. Sylvester in the back. He's going to be throwing up some comments and kind of guiding us through this. And just to kind of let you guys know, the goal of today is to talk about beard advice. You guys will have questions. We have a very diverse group that can give feedback from experience and our opinions. And then also talk a little bit about Beardbrand from the past, the present, and hopefully the future. And just for you guys to kind of have an enjoyable time hanging out on this Wednesday afternoon in Texas. And also, by the way, I did get my hair cut in the Beardbrand barbershop today. I think a pretty drastic change.
Yeah. I think you look pretty good, man.
Thank you.
I'm biased. I think our barbers are pretty good. But
yeah, it was an unbelievable experience. There will be a video on the Beardbrand channel, and I'm not sure how long that lead time is going to be, but I'm super excited for you guys to see it. There was great conversation and an amazing cut on the hair. And Carlos has been here because Carlos, where are you from?
I'm originally from Portugal, but came here via UK, where I live.
Awesome. And then you come in once or twice a year to Beardbrand, and what do you do while you're here?
At least twice a year, create content, meetings, like, a lot of planning and work together with the team closely. Because as you know, working on a computer sometimes is cool, but sometimes you just need to do stuff face to face.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned way.
For sure.
Way.
And yeah, I'm in here just for vacation and then hanging out with Beardbrand, and I'm literally loving Texas. We had some tacos that were amazing. I had some El Pastor tacos with some pork and some pineapple. So dang good. So I appreciate it. So how we doing over there, everybody?
Well, I just realized when I accidentally flicked the light switch off before we hit live that I turned off the roadcaster. So we were talking to the computer.
Oh.
And now we're going in through the road. Okay. So hopefully these are high enough that people can hear us well. But let us know in the live stream how our audio is now, if it's a little bit better or if it's a little.
My wife's in there. She said, though, that haircut, though, with heart eyes. Thank you, babe. She is literally the MVP today, wrangling our kids and keeping them around Austin so we can make all this happen. So shout out to Sam C. All right, sounds good. Awesome, man. That's really cool. Appreciate it. So, Eric, this was an experience for me, and I'm trying to take this all in, and it's going to take me some time to process. How would you describe the Beardbrand campus? Because I feel like I know you guys well. I had no concept of what was going on here and all the different spots you have. So if you were to explain to somebody what the Beardbrand campus is like, what do you usually say?
I guess I don't really describe it very frequently. I would say it's kind of like an East Austin vibe location. So we have really cool murals on the outside. We get a lot of randos who just come off the highway and you'll just see them taking photographs of the murals.
That's cool.
They're beautiful murals. And then we have a building that's an old house that was converted to our barbershop. And then this used to be a locksmith.
Oh.
So we actually once every, I don't know, a couple times a year maybe, we'll get someone come in here looking for the locksmith.
Or the casino.
Yeah.
Or the casino.
And there's also some really unique neon. So you're a fan of Joe Rogan.
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed the background of Joe Rogan. It's the same sign.
Yeah, in the other building. Yeah,
as ours. So the same artist created both for Rogan and us. What? And there's also a neon on the outside that says casino. So we'll get some alcoholics that come by from time to time, wanting to know where the casino is. And then we have an outdoor space that we kind of. And fun fact, we don't put it on, but we work with a guy who does a pop-up vintage market fair. So once a month, they come to the parking lot of the Beardbrand on a Saturday. And yeah, we get all these cool vendors, so we're supporting the local community and business, and we just try to be like a good steward of Austin and represent Austin well.
That's awesome. And I will say, I guess I never really thought about Austin more than just the stuff I've heard. I didn't realize how big of a city it is. Like driving in the skyline, this is a huge city, and that was just unknown to me.
I mean, I want to describe it as a huge city.
Yeah, Greg Bazink would say this is not a city.
Yeah.
This is a town.
Really? See, like in
I mean, there's
Michigan-
buildings downtown, and it's not a small city,
Yeah.
but it's not a huge
I'm
from
with you.
here
I'm
to
with you.
downtown. From here to downtown is probably like 5 miles, and it'll take like 15 minutes to get in. Where if you're in Chicago and you're 5 miles away from the city, it's going to take you like a half an hour to get.
True. And I guess compared to Michigan, phrase like everything is bigger in Texas is true in every single way. Like everything is bigger here. It is just, it's so interesting. And I had said in the beard video, or the Beardbrand haircut video, a line that I thought was really true. In Michigan, or in East Coast, a lot of places that I frequent, when you meet someone, they almost approach you and they're defensive, and you have to prove to them that you're okay to talk to, right? You're a good person. Here, at least in my experience, I know this is speaking in generalities here, but I feel like in Texas, people are very welcoming and very open to you until you prove them otherwise.
Yeah, that's the South. All across the South, people are very, they'll have conversation with you in line at the grocery store, or comment on your beard. I'm sure you get a million comments on your beard.
My kids have even noticed how many people comment on my beard.
Yeah, there's a reason everyone moves from the North down to the South.
but it's real though. Like a 70-something-year-old lady today at breakfast goes, "Cool beard, man." Like, not I like your cool beard, man. And my kids are like, everyone says something about your beard, and it's super like welcoming and open here. I really like it. How about compared to the UK?
You really want me to say? Yeah, people are a little bit more selfish, I suppose. And the bigger the city, like I used to live in London, everyone just cares for themselves. There's the people don't really want to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Apart from if you already know each other. There's no making conversation in line at the grocery store. It's like everyone just wants to get their stuff and get out of there.
Yeah, I've noticed.
But I live down south. People are slightly more welcoming down south. It's kind of the same. The further south you go, the better it gets.
Oh, I heard it was the opposite in the UK. Like the further north you go, the more kind of redneck they are.
No. So the further north you go, even though what they do is they sound nice because they can curse.
Yeah.
And it doesn't offend you. It just sounds funny. That's why northern comedians, when they curse, it sounds cool. But when you go down south and someone curses, it's rude. Yeah. And people really take it. That's the only difference, I'd say.
Interesting.
But people are like, I don't know, you visited us down there.
British people are weird to me because they they're so like passive aggressive, right?
I'm glad I'm Portuguese.
Like they're lovely people, but like they're not going to say anything to your face. And then it's kind of like, like if they do say something, it's kind of tongue in cheek or kind of like passive aggressive or like sarcastic replies and responses.
Yeah, that's very typical.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And my buddy Johnny in the chats from the UK, he said, "We're
friendly." They got great wit. They're funny as hell. Like I think the average British person is funnier than the average American, but probably not as warm.
I can see that. Well, today, guys, we're going to take your questions. You have a super unique opportunity to talk to Eric and Carlos and Sylvester. You guys see me all the time. So if you have questions, put them in the chat. Sylvester is going to be starring them and kind of coming back to them. So you can ask about beard styles. You can ask about head hair. Eric's been through every version of head hairstyle you can imagine over the years.
Carlos too.
Yeah, for sure. And so you can talk about Beardbrand and get some questions. And I think we have one from the Bearded Gamer up that Sylvester will toss to us here. And so he simply says, Carlos and Eric, out of the beard styles y'all have had, which was your favorite? So what do you...
Well, I mean, right now, I tend to wear my favorite style. So my favorite style changes from time to time. That's why I do rock a lot of different styles. But I would say the beard stash, I think, is the one I enjoy the most.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever rock it, but I always have loved the beard stash. Like It's showing you that intentionality. You care about style. You want to be different. I love it.
I would go to say at the moment I'm actually enjoying the stubble.
Oh yeah.
But before was the beard stash was my thing as well. I mean, I love every style that I've had with the beard. When I look back at the picture and I see my huge beard, I was like, wow, dude. But definitely at the moment, with all the gray that I've got, I'm enjoying this. And my wife loves it too.
Does she really?
Yeah, she doesn't like the stash, man. That's why I took it off. I gotta
They
make
go
her
to
happy
you.
once at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife can relate. And I would say when people, at least that I conversate with, when they think of Carlos Casa, they think of the beard stash. Like you
Yeah.
pioneered that.
Hey, so like, can you like show them up on our screen? My vision's not as good as Dan. Like, there should be a way to like just click on it and click show.
Yeah, just on the right side there. So awesome, man. And then
There
we'll
we
move
go.
on to
Oh,
Diablo.
look at that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I love this one. We actually just talked about this recently because when I bring up in conversation Beardbrand, obviously the community knows. But even when I'm speaking to people in general, right? What are you guys doing down in Texas? Like, oh, I get to enter studio there and you should be good. Okay. All right.
Let's see.
I think we're back. We're back. Welcome, guys. So bear with us if we have any connectivity. We'll keep trying to make sure it goes through smoothly. But yeah, so a lot of people know Beardbrand, even outside of the community, from the ShipStation commercial that aired, if I'm not mistaken, on the Super Bowl.
I don't know if it aired on the Super Bowl or not.
Yeah.
It did?
Yeah.
When? This year?
No.
The year before.
I think it was the year before.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Or maybe even more.
No, I don't think it must have been on local markets or something.
Okay. Yeah, it went when I watched, and a lot of people have brought that up for the Super Bowl commercial.
Yes, I remember someone mentioned on some video as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
So how did that come about? What was that?
Yeah, I mean, so
like?
ShipStation's a company here in Austin, and we've been using ShipStation, and they're in our old office in the Westlake office. No audio.
There we go. Should be good.
What about now?
We got this. We got this, guys. All right, so hopefully we should be good. Let us know if you
Anyways,
guys can hear and see.
It was great to be on Ship Station. It was years ago. You guys missed everything we had to say. And it hasn't been huge for the company. So it's not like it's completely changed us or given us a golden ticket or anything.
Okay.
But it does drive some awareness.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you had mentioned Shark Tank as well. A lot of people have seen Shark Tank and seen you guys back then. What year was that?
Shark Tank was 2014.
Okay.
So, nearly a decade ago.
Wow. Okay. And so they still run some like reruns of that?
Yeah, from time to time. Again, I don't know when they run. I don't really watch the show, but
you start getting messages.
Yeah, I'll get messages or see a small spike in traffic.
Awesome.
But it's on like MSNBC and their viewership isn't the same as primetime ABC.
True. Okay, cool. All right, Sylvester, you got another question for us from up top? Oh, we got our man E, formerly known as E-Rock. He said, I'm digging Carlos' hairstyle. How do you go about your hairstyle? What do you use?
So I just got these here at the barbershop on Friday, actually. Kind of been growing my hair. And I was just like, I wanted going back to something classic. And here are the two things that I use on my hair to style it and keep it that way. Sea salt spray, our sea salt spray, and our styling paste. The combination of those two with the hair dryer. I actually just recorded the video yesterday on it, so it should be live next Tuesday on Beardbrand Alliance channel.
Awesome. And I only use sea salt spray when I get my hair cut. That was one of the things that I told him is I need a style that's not as like involved as that. I just can't maintain that, so I just use a little texture from the sea salt spray. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I wanted to go back to something classic, man. I like I don't know. So I grew my hair and then I shaved it down to like skin. Yeah. So I missed styling my hair.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Thank you, E. Great question. Will Beardbrand products ever be available? Man, any video I make, any video on Beardbrand I watch, this is like the leading comment of like I'll have a positive feedback, and then it's like they used to be available in Europe, they're not now. Where do you guys stand with Europe? Because I saw you say that you're trying.
Yeah, the goal is this year. So we'll see.
I still get people like people want to buy them off me, man. I'm thinking doing contrabanding. I just like sell them like for $1 million.
If you really want to get it and budget is not of a concern, you can use something like myus.com. It's a freight forwarder, so they'll ship it to Florida or New York or something, and then they ship it over to Europe. So you can get it, technically speaking, but we just don't have first party logistics towards it.
Okay, but looking to get full, and it will be ordered direct from site, shipped over.
Yeah, we've got to figure out some operations. Most likely what we'll end up doing is here in us having 2 warehouses, one in Europe and one here. So there will be a little bit longer to get it. So probably like a week to get it versus like a day or 2 to get it. But we haven't finalized any of those decisions.
Awesome. That's going to make a lot of people happy. Yeah, I'm sure you get that relentlessly. It's so many comments.
Yeah. It's I think the European vibe and Beardbrand vibe is pretty similar. So I'll be going back to Denmark this summer as well. So maybe I'll do some more research. Yeah. Well, our Airbnb, we're staying at the same Airbnb, and she's like, "Oh, we're all out of the shampoo and conditioner that you." Do
you also leave it behind?
I do. Leave it behind. So I was like, "Okay, yeah, we'll bring you back some more."
That's cool.
Yeah, I do the same. Everywhere I travel, what I take with me, Beardbrand, I leave it at our Airbnb.
Yeah, that's cool. Super cool. Awesome, man. Thank you. Oh, cool. I love watching Carlos try all the different styles from celebrities and other famous people.
Yeah, man, those videos being really good fun. I kind of running out of celebrities, to be honest, and styles, but those have been really good fun. I enjoy those videos. Those are the best videos I enjoy making.
Awesome, and hope you're doing well, Jesus. All right, Heath, when you went on Shark Tank and you were wanting to get out, were you wanting to get out of exposure, help, guidance, expand? Essentially, what was your goal with going to Shark Tank?
Yeah, I mean, any opportunity you have to share your brand in front of smart and talented people, as well as a lot of people from the world, from from America, then you kind of take those opportunities. So I'm always open to, I tend to build relatively publicly compared to a lot of entrepreneurs. And I'm always open to advice and guidance and connections and leverage. So if there is an opportunity to do a deal that was mutually beneficial, we would have done that. And of course, being in front of all those people was great as well.
That's awesome. Now, I've randomly known a couple people that have been on there, and their like overwhelming take was that it was a very like slow, long process of like multiple hours that got cut super short. Is that on par with your experience?
Yeah, I mean, so I was filming and then probably about 45 minutes was the question and answers, and then they cut it down to about 7 minutes.
Okay.
So there was a lot that kind of got left behind.
Or did they do the shot where you had to stand there
Yeah.
quietly?
Yeah, for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So make sure they're in focus and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that one. So awesome question, Heath. I was wondering that myself. So thank you. All right, Walter. Oh man, Walter, I don't know if you guys can see, Walter has a legendary beard. Carlo.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, it's so nice. The color, the shape, the density. Since you've chopped off your beard, how long does it take you to grow back to your full length? As
Full length, right?
yeah,
Idea.
it's been a minute.
Way over 7 years, that long, maybe 5, at least.
Wow.
I don't know, probably a year and a half, maybe. I'll say, maybe less. I don't know.
Okay.
It goes pretty quick.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Walter.
Hey, Sly, can you message Chantel and tell her our Wi-Fi for the main office is down, or the internet's down, and then they might be able to or something like that.
Yeah, I reckon about it because it took me about a year before. So around here would be
Yeah.
a year for sure.
It's been a long time since you've had a beard that long.
Yeah, I can't even remember when I shipped it off. Like,
I had to be like 14 or 15.
Probably 15. Yeah.
So what beard brand employee has the longest?
Probably. God.
Is it me?
One of the barbers?
I guess the barbers count.
Yeah.
Greg's got the longest one.
Probably, yeah. Greg's at the moment.
Shout out to Greg.
Mike trimmed his down.
Yeah. To stash.
What other guys we have? Keith. Keith's got a normal size beard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a good question for you guys. Being a beard product company, there's got to be numerous conversations on a regular basis where someone has a beard, doesn't know anything about beard care. If it's a wife or it's a man that has a beard and they say, why do I need to use beard oil? What is your explanation that you give when you're trying to just explain what beard oil does and why it's a thing?
Well, we don't sell beard oil anymore.
Utility oil.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, pretty much my honest one is like, you don't need it. There's a lot of things you don't need,
right.
But it's going to help moisturize your skin. It's going to help your beard smell nice, and it's going to make the grooming process better. It's going to help you stay younger longer, slow down the aging process. And
awesome.
Feels good.
I talk about it a lot. I feel like there's a hurdle there where guys have to get over that hump of trying to care for their beard, try to care for themselves. And they just need like an explanation of why. And then once they try it, they get it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are dismissive of it until they try.
For me, the why is because we deserve it.
I like that.
L'Oreal. Because you're worth it.
I mean, we haven't been doing it for long. Like, they can really look after themselves. Why can't we?
Yeah. And so
that's mine.
Yeah. I just left teaching. I was a history teacher. And that's one of my favorite things is when people say like, oh, what did men do before all this like fancy stuff here? Yeah. And if you actually look into the history,
they put makeup on, and they wore wigs.
Oh, absolutely. And we've been putting oil on our beards for literally tens of thousands of years. Yeah. Like the Greek warriors, right? 300, the Spartans, they would put olive oil before battle on their beards.
I bought someone gave me or showed me Sebastian. I don't know if you guys remember Sebastian or not. He was up in Spokane. He was like the first barber we ever worked with. Like, if you really are good at sleuthing on our YouTube channel, you'll be able to find that video. But he showed me a historical mustache curling device.
Oh, yeah.
Like a little curling iron. And then they have, of course, like cups for mustaches to prevent getting coffee in your mustache and whatnot.
Yeah, we have combs from the Vikings and even like tweezers and heated tools throughout time. So yeah, I always love going about that. The Aborigines of Australia would use oil on their beards before battle. So it's always an interesting perspective. Like real men don't. It's like, well, you respect the Vikings and the Spartans, and they all did this. So awesome.
You know, like masculinity is such a weird time right now. Like
Yeah.
this is probably a deeper conversation, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot of young people who are legitimately confused. They don't have a home where they have good inspiration for what it's like to be a man, and also societal expectations have changed a lot. The time that I grew up and the interactions between men and women, there's a completely different expectation than there is one, 10 or 15 years ago. Like in college, you had to pursue women. Like no, from like, hey, go on a date with me. They said no. Your job was then to like convince them and show them that you're worth it and put energy and effort into it. And now with like, well, I'm not dating. I just hear from my friends. It's just like swipe right, swipe right, swipe right,
Yeah.
and then it's like a hookup culture. And
What do you call?
I think I don't know. I think it's kind of messed with a lot of people's minds, both men and women.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, super interesting.
Or maybe we're just too old-fashioned.
All right, and yeah. So Brian says I'm having a hard time finding Beardbrand in my local Target. So what's the status of Target and Beardbrand?
Yeah, so we moved our Target inventory to Amazon, so you can get all the lumberyard on Amazon now.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's as of like February, so like last month.
So are they just currently phasing out the stock that they have?
Yeah, so Amazon might have like a couple of stragglers of inventory here and there, but
You mean Target?
Target might have a couple of the stragglers. Amazon now has the full line. Like Target was, when we went in there, we went in with all the stores. And then even when we did that, some stores would have the full line, then some stores would have half the line. And then they truncated it down to the beauty blowout stores or like these specialty stores. So it became a kind of a bad experience for a lot of our customers. They go to a Target expecting it to be there, and then Target had pulled it from the shelf. So
yeah.
So we just moved it all to Amazon Lumberyard, and yeah.
All right, good to know.
Good to
He's got an awesome beard too.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, he's got a
the artist formerly known as Brian. Okay.
Yes. Brian's down in Utah. All right, got another one for us, Sylvester.
Up in Utah when we're in Texas
true,
now.
True.
You know, like when you're in Michigan, you can say that. But
very true. Very, very true. All right, Mr. CBD said, I know you said it was for a limited time and I'm out of it and I'm not out of it yet, but I wish you guys would bring back Bold Fortune. Any plans to do another limited edition?
Yeah.
This is the Jeremy Cyrus collab?
Yeah, I mean, the goal is tentatively August we'll be launching some products. So we're not relaunching the oil again. So it'll be a new product. But it looks like our internet's back up on the other one. Should we try to do a little hiccup and switch it over?
Yeah, so hold on us real quick, guys. The stream will stay up, but you might just lose us audio and video. Just a quick.
Look at that!
Oh, that was the Carlos snap.
Let's see if we're muted again. Like we'll be muted for like 10 minutes. Just
sound working.
Yeah. No, okay. I think we look good, sound good. Hopefully that's holding. All right. Now I think it's stabilized. We should be good there. So awesome. Yeah, I actually got to talk to Jeremy before coming here because
Oh really? I didn't know you.
Yeah,
you know Jeremy?
Yeah, we're good buddies. Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit, really?
we chat. And he told me about.
Are you a cigar guy too?
I'm not. No. I don't do cigars. I don't do whiskey or alcohol or anything.
I get sick. Like it's like I take a couple puffs and I'm like.
Eric is funny on a cigar.
No, Jeremy's just a good dude, content creator. So we talk, and I just told him like, congrats on this, and he was really proud of it. And then he talked about you guys had a retreat that he had like an amazing time at, and just kind of was speaking super highly of Beardbrand.
Yeah, I mean, I think we try to do things the right way. We've been in this game for over 10 years now, and we enjoy what we're doing. We enjoy the products we make, and I've certainly made a lot of wrong decisions over the years.
Yeah.
Carlos is looking at, and I'll continue to make wrong decisions, but I have this like natural tendency to like just want to do new things that are innovative and different. And sometimes those things are right, and sometimes they're wrong. And
yeah, and
Bold Fortune, I feel like was.
Oh, it's a
right.
bang.
Can you smell it?
Oh, I have. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
wonderful. It's. I told him that too. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm biased, but it was probably, I mean, the funnest, like straightforward, coolest project I've worked at Beardbrand.
Yeah, yeah. It's
and a little like Bold Fortune wasn't our first name for it, so we actually had
okay.
a different name for it.
Yeah,
which was a name that actually, who was it that ended up using it? So it's now gone from us.
Oh, yeah.
Chanel?
No.
L'Oreal? It was
Chloe.
Okay.
Is it Chloe?
I don't know. I don't think it was Chloe. I thought it was like Chanel or something.
It wasn't Chanel. They sent me a big box with the name of that frame.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh my God, we nearly went for this.
Yeah.
It was Coach,
Okay.
not Chloe, Coach.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Coach did.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Great minds, eh?
Right.
But yeah, you will never use that name. And we had like the best. Like Mike wrote the best description you could ever. Like I'm gonna read it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we had 3 names for it and 3 cool descriptions, and they were all really super good and cool.
Yeah. Jeremy's so like fashionable and cool. It's easy to do.
Yeah, man. He's I mean, I spend a lot of time speaking to him.
That's
Actually,
cool.
Probably a lot more than we should, because we both can talk. So every time we have a call, it's like an hour at least, if not more.
That's really cool. Really, really cool. And then Sylvester, I don't know if you can find it. I think it's a good segue time if you don't, because you talked about you have made mistakes, right? You said that looking back, maybe I wouldn't have done this route. A few people had asked about the switch to the new tins, the utility, the switch to 4 ounces.
Yeah.
How has that been going? What are the challenges? What are the triumphs of these new changes with Beardbrand?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm still very bullish on the changes. I think it makes the product very competitive in the marketplace in terms of the value that you're getting. Me personally, I think the advantages of aluminum outweigh the advantages of glass and plastic, of course. Especially being able to block light and better product integrity, and then including a pump in there versus the orifice reducer, I think is kind of like 2 big changes in the packaging as well. So super bullish on the functionality of it. I think the one thing about Beardbrand that we don't do well is paid advertising. So I don't think I've done a good enough job of getting the word out there about the new packaging and what it is. So there's just kind of like that transition where people might be familiar with us with that amber packaging design, and then like getting readjusted to kind of the new brand. But the way I look at it, this was like a 10-year decision. It wasn't like let's dip our toes in the water as a commitment to it. You'll see it with like our neon lights and kind of like the cyberpunk vibe that I want to take the brand. And so I'm super bullish on it. But the challenges with major changes like that are, like, did you nail the price point? Did you nail the right size? Did you nail like the offering and all those? And I think, through testing, we'll figure out what those answers are.
Yeah, I love that. And for me, I don't think you touched on it. One of the greatest aspects of this is that it is truly one of the only real recyclable materials.
Yeah, aluminum is just.
And why is that?
Well, I mean, from a like an economic perspective, like the cost of resources to pull aluminum out of the ground and process it is higher than it is to recycle aluminum, bluntly. So I think it's something like 70% of aluminum is like recycled, and it's like there's no market subsidization of that either. It's like,
right,
I can hoard up aluminum and there's a market for people to buy it, whereas glass and plastic are going to be subsidized by governments to make those recycling programs sustainable. So in my opinion, like aluminum is the only sustainable material, unless we were like putting in gold or silver or something like that. I'm sure people would recycle that, but that is relatively efficient, relatively cost efficient. It is more expensive than glass. It is more expensive than plastic, but it is a little bit lighter, and it's more durable than glass. It's not going to shatter. I've gotten so many emails from people who dropped, our bomb glasses and it shattered, and they're just, just like that, $25 down the drain, $30 down the drain, and so it will dent. I think dents are cool. What was our saying on our website? Mike came up with it. It was something like battle scars, proudly worn, or battle scars proudly shown. And I really like that concept of Jeremy Sires is like that too. It's like worn in, not worn out.
Yeah.
And to me, that's kind of appealing. So if you're not drawn into that and you want everything to be pristine and perfect all the time, it might not be, your material of choice, but I think just all the advantages outweigh it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I love that. I love that aspect of the recycle and the values and just the impact on the environment as well. So huge. All right, got another one for us, Sylvester. Thank you, Chris. All right. Sylvester's looking stylish over here too, by the way, you guys. All right, both Carlos and Eric, when did you decide to go into the beard and hair industry?
I grew a beard. I was pretty much.
I don't think it was a decision to go into it. I think the beard and hair industry came to us.
Yeah, I think right time, right look, I suppose, got me into that. I had the beard and the look, and a lot of companies contacted me as you get that, and I made the decision of joining Beardbrand when I met Eric. We just hit it off and made sense to me. Like Eric told me the mission of the company, and I felt this is something I want to be part of.
Yep.
For the rest is history.
For me, it was February 8th, 2012.
That's it.
Well, I mean, he said, when did I decide? That was when I decided. But it was, I got the idea for Beardbrand after attending a beard competition and really falling in love with the culture and the people, and seeing and understanding there is an audience of men who didn't fit the traditional stereotype of bearded people. This was back in the 2012 when beards were not as socially acceptable in the office work environment, or like religious organizations, or doctors, lawyers, like all these kind of like esteemed professional people could not grow facial hair. And I just thought that was silly. I thought that was a weird, silly, arbitrary societal rule. And I don't like to do silly things. Oh. Well, sometimes I do, but
so the same. I was a teacher the last 12 years, and that always like haunted me to think that growing this thing out that's natural, that I care for, that's purposeful, that would somehow impact my ability to communicate to 12 to 14-year-olds. Like that never ever made sense to me in any way. And to have like people say, hey, is your principal going to ask you to shave? And I always put it like, well, what if it was a female worker and she grew out her leg hair? Would they ask her to shave? No, right? That would be blasphemy. But why is it different that this is my natural hair? So same. I always wanted,
or vice versa, like asking a woman to grow her hair longer,
right?
Like it's just ridiculous,
right? If we're going with traditional roles,
awesome. I mean, it's just like we're men and hair comes out of our face. Like that's who we are as people. So
yep, absolutely. There's Walter with that beard. Defined. Hey, Kerry, he says, seeing Carlos and Eric with the stubble has tempted me to try it. So Kerry, I was actually just telling you guys about him. He's down the road in Buda, Texas. He's got a big, gorgeous white beard. And he says you're tempting him. Now, I wonder if it's a climate thing, too, if that impacts it.
Well, I think for me, it's not a climate thing. Okay. Like, I think it looks cool to have a beard stash. Like, or even like a little bit longer. Like I think for me, my sweet spot is kind of like this length up to about 3 months of growth.
Okay.
And then I start getting some like really weird waves, and it just gets really challenging to maintain. And like the point of diminishing returns, I feel like is like surpassed around 3 months. And then, but I mean, like the funny thing is, like with hair, you know, when you grow it out, if you cut it short, you may not be able to grow it out in the future as you
Right,
start
as a
to
man,
experience
yeah.
balding or whatever.
Yep.
But the beard, you can always grow a beard out. Like
Yep.
the beard is not going to get thinner, or you're not going to lose it over time. It's only going to get thicker over time. So
Very true.
it is one of those things. Like, yeah, if you feel like you want to grow it out, but the pain of growing it out can be challenging as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam, I don't think it's anything to do with climate. For me, it's what I enjoy at that moment. At the moment, for me, my two types of beards, probably executive beard, but I get to that point and I just kind of, I need to go down now. Especially when I'm doing the videos of celebrity looks, it just goes. But yeah, I came here, I had the executive beard on, so yeah, and I was like definitely going to just a stubble.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. With all the hairstyles you've had, well documented.
Yeah.
How annoying is the awkward phase of growing out your head hair?
You know, I'll tell you, like when I grew the mullet, I had the mullet and then I grew my hair out from that. I don't think I had like a single period where it felt awkward. Like I just felt the entire time growing it out, it just looked cooler and cooler and cooler.
Yeah, but you grew your hair long back in, I don't know, was it 2014?
Like yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that one. That was like all awkward.
Yeah.
It was all awkward until I could bun it up in the back. So yeah, I definitely feel like the lesson I learned was that it's better to take a longer journey to get to your goal and have trims along the way than it is to like power through it for a year to get where you're at. And then you kind of realize, oh, this isn't really what I wanted. Then you shave and you could have had like a year and a half taken to get there.
Or you just get a pandemic and then it's okay. You can just grow your hair out and not worry about it.
Let's not do that again.
That's what I did.
And that's actually a similar topic. So this show is usually next week. We'll be back Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. But people send in pictures of their beards and then we give them advice. And my wife is on the show now. It's super cool to get her perspective. But one of the big topics is a year, right? The idea of growing your beard for 1 year without touching it. And I do believe it has a place for some people, especially if they want a beard, but they struggle with commitment or impulsive decisions. So if you set a date and you say, hey, you don't touch it till then, that can help.
Yeah.
I do not suit that well. I trimmed along the way. I've never gone a year of growing straight. I always do the same thing. I would like to take a little bit longer and enjoy the journey more.
Yeah.
And that's my
and I think like, you know, I was that way the first time because I think I did need to do it. I need to have that official year. I need to have like no blades touched it or whatever, or like my own kind of like weird ego.
Yeah.
And but now after doing it, I've achieved that. I've climbed that mountain. Now it's just like I guess that's part of growing old. You learn things
and come on, that was like over a decade ago. So it's like things were different back then. I was scared of having a beard trim when I had my beard long because you like, I don't know, like I hear people had dreams about losing their beards. I never had that, but
I do.
Like I was scared of having a beard trim. But once I had like that first nicely beard shape, I was like, oh, this is actually really cool. And you can actually shape your beard really nice. So if I was to grow a year now, my commitment would be having a trim here and there, actually, to make it grow even nicer shape than just commit and let it grow all crazy, you know, where you actually have to groom way more, put more product, more time into like drying it, straightening it, and all that. So for me, I would just have a little trim here and there and grow into a nice shape. That would be my commitment right now if I was to do it.
Great question, Evan. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right, we got G Squared. He said, I found Beardbrand because they were from Spokane, Washington, and he is from the area. So I liked the connection. Eric, do you ever journey back up to that area?
Yeah. So my business partner, Jeremy, still lives in Spokane. And Lindsay, her family and friends are still in Spokane. And I've got a few friends up there as well and enjoy it. So, we used to do a lot of every October we would go down to Walla Walla and drink a bunch of wine. So of course you go through the Tri-Cities to get there, and Tri-Cities is a cool little town. We would stop in there at it was a funny story. Me, Jeremy, Lindsay. It was me, Jeremy, and Josh, who was like one of our first founders, who's
wow.
no longer with the company. And the three of us went to a beard competition in Portland. We stopped at the Tri-Cities on the way back, and we stopped at a Hardee's there, or Carl's Jr. And someone had recognized me. And, you know, like Jeremy was like, oh man, I feel like I'm with this celebrity. And then Josh is like, don't feed his ego. Like he doesn't need that feeding his ego. And of course, Josh is no longer with us. And
that's cool. Now, was the company, do I remember the company was tied to like a college project you had or no?
No.
Okay.
No,
I thought there was some story with like an entrepreneurial.
We did what was called Austin Startup Weekend, which there were, you know, so it was kind of tied in with that, where I started working with Josh, Jeremy, and Lindsay, and that's where we realized we saw the world very similarly and wanted to build a business together.
Gotcha.
So, there were certainly college kids involved in that.
That
Startup Weekend.
Very cool. Thank you, G Squared. Going back to that Pacific Northwest, I spent a week in Seattle and loved it.
Yeah,
loved it. About how many drops in a pump of utility oil? So, for example, a dropper top is generally 20 drops of oil.
Yeah.
For example, do you have any idea?
I think they're like 2 cc. I'd have to look at our pump because I've been like shopping a lot of pumps lately, and some of them are like 0.18, and some of them are 2, and some of them are 0.22. So there's slightly different amount. And then what is a cc? Do you
know? No,
no idea.
Cubic centimeter. Let's see here.
I know it in like medical use.
Do 0.2 cc to milliliter. Oh, it's a.
Oh,
yeah. So milliliter. So,
0.2 milliliters.
Yeah. So 10 of them would be 2 milliliters.
Yep.
And then, so 100 of them would be 20. And then a bottle of beard oil, 1 ounce, is 30. So
that's math.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I'll do the math. I'll do the math for you, Leo. It's good to see Leo. Like Leo used to comment on all my videos on Beardbrand, but I think he comments on all your videos now.
And
he's like gone off. He's like, I got these better guys.
No, I still know and have people on my channel that either it was the early days of my channel or I didn't have a channel yet, and it was the Tuesday Beardbrand live streams. Like my buddy Flag, he was in the OG days of the stream, and I would comment on everyone. You guys would have a gift card draw every Tuesday, and it was like, I literally dreamed of winning a gift card back then. Like it was like the biggest deal ever for me. And I never did, but I tell the story all the time. My father-in-law gifted me 5 years ago. My birthday's in May. So actually it'll be 6 years ago, gifted me old money. And so that was like a big moment for me. But yeah, I remember people in those Tuesday streams back in the day.
So to answer the question, I did the math. Essentially, 1 pump at 0.2 milliliters is essentially the same as 1 drop.
Of a dropper?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's pretty much what Leo was saying there. He said 20 drops per cc. So yeah.
And then so like the math on it, I would recommend like 5 pumps is what I would kind of recommend to apply on the beard and face is what I do at home too. So
but
I just like feel it out,
I don't even count them anymore.
The puddle.
But now it's like I want to munch. Is like put it everywhere.
Well, that's the thing. Now I use it everywhere. It's not just the beards.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like if it's 0.2 and it's 4 fluid ounces, that's 200. That's 120 fluid ounces.
Yeah.
Right. So 120 divided by 0.2, you get 600 drops out of it.
That's awesome.
Out of our current 4 ounce.
I just thought about something because of the conversation we have about the gift card. We were supposed to do a giveaway in this live. So
oh yeah.
We forgot to tell you about that.
Oh.
So yeah. We were supposed to do a giveaway. We could still do it, but we just don't ever set up. Are we gonna do this?
Yeah, whatever they want. We should say like, put in the chat. What do you want us to give away, and then maybe we'll do that.
We pick some random over Google or something.
I don't know how
Google
giveaways
generate.
work. Do you do that?
Do you
so software for it.
Usually yes. I run a program, but there's other ways we could do like a random number generator or a trivia question. Yeah. There's a few different.
How many people have we got on the live stream right now, Sly?
112.
So 112, we do 112. And then on Google Generator, we generate a number out of 100. How do you know who is who?
They have to comment.
Yeah, so they comment, then we just tell them to reach out for the winners. But yeah, great question, Leo. A lot of people were wondering on that one. So it sounds like one pump is equivalent to a standard dropper top. So it's good to know.
Got another one from Leo that was actually
Okay, yeah, we actually just talked about that. So 4-ounce containers, TSA. You guys were super conscious of 3.4 before.
Yeah.
What is your thought process on people that fly only carry-ons?
I mean, I take it with me, and I just feel like TSA doesn't care anymore.
Also, they are stopping that. It's they already doing it in some airports across the world.
Okay.
So they are stopping that.
Like I carry it with me, and like I haven't been stopped about any kind of liquids of that size outside of like a water bottle or whatever.
Yeah.
In a long time. So
okay.
I mean, granted, like you do run the risk of them taking it. But you know, for me, it's like I got thousands of units of it, so it's like lose one, not that big of a deal. But yeah, I mean, if you really want to, you can get a travel container. Is kind of what I recommend. But you know,
yeah, good question, Leo. Thank you, sir. All right, and then we got Bearded Gamer says, how do y'all decide? You see the y'all in there. How do y'all decide who to put on the channel for a haircut, beard trim?
Whoever has an interesting. We look at it. We have 3 categories of clients that we're trying to get into the Beardbrand Barbershop channel, and one is a remarkable headliner type of person. And remarkable can be a lot of different ways. Like if Joe Rogan came into the shop, even though he's doing a head shave, like we would go with that. Or it's like a crazy transformation where they look homeless and they leave looking, you know, phenomenal. And then 2, we like to have ones who have good rapport with the barbers, so that it's just the barbershop banter comes across, and it's it feels good, it feels friendly. And then 3, you know, we do like having you know, like kind of like core cuts, like as like our 3rd option, right? Am I forgetting one? I always forget things.
No, that's cool.
So do people ever come in thinking they have a normal haircut, and then you approach them, say, hey, can we interview you and film this?
Yeah, like, or if they're like incredibly handsome, or like have an incredible beard, and even if it's like a simple transformation, you know, like
I got mine done today, guys. Yeah, stop it.
Yeah, so would be the approach is someone comes through the door, slide with like sort of great talk to them, but also the barbers make the decision. Oh, I've got this dude on the chair. It's got this story, and he's going to do this and this, and then we go from there.
Yeah, or sometimes we'll see in the comments like, hey, why don't you do this kind of cut? Or, you know, we haven't had, like, I remember someone just commented that, you know, you guys aren't doing enough like thinning hair cuts, and I'm like, yeah, like we've done a lot of those historically, but it might have been a while since we had one, so we just did a head shave one to do that as well. So it's like we do like to have variety and kind of different options, and but yeah, it's just, is it cool?
Yeah,
do we like it?
I've wondered that too, so that makes sense. Super cool. Right, for sure. Those are always the impactful ones.
Yeah,
awesome. Thank you, Mr. Gamer. All right, Walter again. He said, thank you for the comment. Both Eric and Carlos, what is your biggest difficulty problems with the consistency of the business?
Yeah, I mean, so business is hard. I don't know if the general population really understands how challenging it is to run a business. One thing that we try to do at Beardbrand is thinking, you know, longer term chunks, like 10 to 20 years. And you know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm not building Beardbrand to grow super rapidly and sell for this big exit to make all this money. A lot of people in business, that is their goal, to grow as rapidly as possible. Our goal is to enjoy the journey, similar to like cutting the hair out as you grow it out. You know, the same thing is true with the business. So we do try to make decisions that help with the sustainability. You know, I can't speak from like Carlos and Sly's behalf, but we do try to create an environment that team members enjoy working at and they want to work at for long periods of time. Like Carlos has been with us for 8 years now, 9 years.
Coming to my 9th, yeah.
Yeah, wow. And Sly's been with us for 6 years now. And you know, like there's a lot of intangible expertise that comes from someone working with a company for so long. They kind of remember the ins and outs. They remember when we tried this or didn't try that, and how that worked and what the brand, they can really stand for the brand. So our youngest tenured employee right now is 4 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we've got a team who's been around for a while, and we know how to work on things. So that helps with consistency. People, when they do a support ticket, they're talking to Meg. They've been talking to Meg for, like 3 years now. A lot of people have turnover at their customer service roles.
Right.
And we have our compensation package is to pay 75th percentile. So we're not the best paying, but we're generally better paying than the average place, and try to be fair to our team, and do that in a way that where everyone feels valued. And then business is, you try to have a product that is interesting and innovative in the marketplace. We don't try to, there's a lot of companies that will look at what's selling on Amazon and then make that, and try to do it like a little bit cheaper. What we try to do is what's not selling in the marketplace, and what can we create that hasn't been done before, and how can we innovate? And that's where we end up with a lot of products like our utility products that can be used in so many different ways, and unique packaging that displays products in ways that haven't been done before. And then the challenge with that, though, is when you get people who imitate you or take inspiration from you, then you lose a lot of that uniqueness. And then how do you stand out in the marketplace? So I don't know. That's a long-winded answer, but great. It's really hard.
Leaves me nothing to say.
I mean, you could probably say it from a content perspective.
From a content perspective, I mean, I don't know. I've been through a roller coaster of content.
Yeah.
I've burned myself out, and then I've been really inspired. I think what helps with content for me is people commented and helping me out, figure out, hey, dude, I really enjoy this. And then that gives me the motivation to go and create something the same or similar, or innovate that. So that, yeah.
What about you, Dan? Like, do you burn out at all?
No, I wish I could say that I have, but I don't. I have a weird motor where I just go, and I'm super obsessive with anything that I do. And so, yeah, we're coming up on 5 years of 2 live streams a week, 3 videos a week, and I've never once missed, no matter what. And I literally don't see it as a task. Like it just has become a way of life for me. And my wife is watching. It's become a way of life to like make everything with the channel work, and so I haven't hit that wall, and I don't foresee that I will. I'm very fortunate. I knew what it was like to not have any kind of money or ground and work crazy hard. And then now that I have this ability to literally do my dream every day, like appreciation is huge for me. And then the gratitude, like you said, I always say it. I say it's I probably shouldn't be this way, but I'm fueled by appreciation. And when people leave comments like that
counts.
It literally, in a selfish way, it drives me, and I love it. It's probably why I was a teacher. It's probably why I was a coach, like to get that feedback from the parents and students and stuff. It just, when you said it, like that hits on so hard, is to get those ones. And
for sure.
I try not to ever get like too high off of those, but also not get too low off of like negative comments and people.
Oh, you get negative comments? I've never gotten one.
Nobody ever.
Not once.
No fake accounts or videos and stuff about me. Yeah, so I try to stay in the middle, but those do fuel me a lot.
Yeah, maybe burnout was too strong. Maybe it's just hit the road block.
Well, I mean, for us, like I think like one of the challenges I have is just the ups and downs of the YouTube algorithm, and how like you can create pieces of content that you think are remarkable.
Oh yeah.
That do not resonate with the audience. And it's just, to me, I am much more up and down. Like I am the highs of the highs, and I don't think I'm the highs of the highs. I think I just go down and then back to middle and then down and back to middle.
Yeah, that is tough. When you are super proud of something and you know it's going to be a banger, and then it just falls flat. I try to always remember value comes in many forms for me, right? I might do a video that is not for the masses of people that watch beards, because our content's so niche, right? You take the human population, cut it in half, right? Mainly towards men. Now cut it in another half, mainly towards men with beards. Now cut that in another half, men with beards that care about their beard, and then ones that seek out information. So I already know that we're niche, and I will do a video that maybe not a ton of consumers want to watch, but maybe it really speaks to companies, or it speaks to the science-minded person. So I try to temper those like deflating moments with saying this isn't going to be valuable in views or any ads or anything, but it's going to pay off for me in the long run with respect and consistency and stuff. But I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it is tough. Great question, and I love the thought on the perspective side. And now here's Steven, man. Love this dude. I'm going to see him pretty soon. He said, thank you for all the positive influence on men's health across the board. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely.
2 thumbs up, Carlos way.
And I will say, behind the scenes, when you said about running a company and keeping employees, and that you were sold on the mission of the company, Sylvester and I talked for a long time about that exact same thing. He was like, yeah, there's great products, there's really cool stuff, but it's what this company stands for that drew him here and kept him here. And I have always spoke highly about Beardbrand because of that. People want to like look at people near the top and assume things. And like I said, I had a company reach out recently, like, what's the magic in Beardbrand? Why do they have all these subscribers and followers? They've been making content for over 10 years, like helpful, organic, real content. Like there's no secret in that. It's just doing it.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work.
Yep.
With great people.
Man, we built such an amazing community. I'm really proud of that. Super proud.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the barbers too. Like the barber shop has been a really nice thing that we've built over it started as a speakeasy barber shop. Cutting hair out of this room, during COVID because they locked everyone down.
Oh.
And like to me as like the libertarian kind of like anti-government guy, like that's I'm going to tell my kids about that for years, that having a speakeasy barbershop.
That's cool. That's
Because my grandparents, they're Polish immigrants, and they had a couple of like legit like candy stores that were slinging adult candy during Prohibition. And so I got it in my blood to kind of break the rules a little bit.
Did you have a special like knock system to get in?
Well, Bob was running. Bob was really the one taking all the risk, I guess. And he has a good relationship with his clients. And, they would make it feel as comfortable and safe as possible. And
man,
Sometimes they still come knock on the door.
yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. But during that transition, I would get a lot of them like the wrong room. But,
you got an OG. Jacob says he's been here with Beardbrand since
Hell
2012.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Like think back, Jacob, like 10 years or 12 years ago.
Yeah.
What your life was about back then. And like, it's funny because I do have there's another commenter, Mega Gene. I don't know if you guys know him or not. He's on Twitter as well. And just like always like fun to still see his comments. Leo's another one. Leo's been around forever.
Yeah, Flag's in here now too.
Yeah.
He's always back in the day.
Yeah. So it's like, it's crazy how, like people come in and people go, and it's understandable. Like you learn all the things you can learn about beards. It's like a lot of our content's not for the people who've been here for 11 years. It's for, the people who just hit puberty.
And that's a challenge of mine is I have a diverse viewing group. I have people, a large portion is come and go for learning a beard, just like that. They want to learn how to take care of it, and then they likely never come back again. But then I do the really deep dive videos to like really appease people like Leo and myself. That's the stuff I like to learn about. Is that super? And I know that it's not going to have tons and tons of views. If I go post a trim video right now, it's going to get massive views. Like that's just, people like seeing that. They're like learning that. But if I break down an individual ingredient, it's not going to get a lot of views. But there's a lot of people that have had beards that know how to take care of their beard, but they like learning that stuff.
Yeah. So
yeah, I agree. Okay, we got Christopher. Never used the products. Tell me about the scent, specifically the utility oil. Pretty please.
Yeah, I mean, we have 4 fragrances: Temple Smoke, Old Money, and Tree Ranger. I kind of like to describe them in ways of like, how do you want them to perform? Like, do you want them to kind of just be part of the environment, or do you want them to last throughout the day, or do you want them to elevate, or do you want them to be like pleasant? So like Old Money is our most cologne-like fragrance. It's very complex, peppery notes, bourbon, leather kind of vibes, like kind of sweetness, a little bit of sweetness. Yeah. A little bit of like citrus, very little bit of citrus in there as well. Very well-rounded fragrance. Tree Ranger is just like, you like trees, like you like.
You run through a forest and every single tree hit you in the face.
It's just like, but it's still like more of the, so like that's not going to linger around. It's not as cologne like. It's just going to be a little more, like really refreshing. It's great in the shower, I find. A great way to kind of get your day going. And then Temple Smoke is the opposite of that. It's very bass heavy. It's very subtle. It's very chill, very relaxed. Oud was an inspiration for the fragrance of what we wanted to do with that. And my personal favorite, it is very understated. So you'll smell it, but likely no one else is going to smell it. So it's a fragrance for you. And it's also one that's kind of chill. And then you'll get like weird random like whiffs of it, like 9 hours throughout the day. And you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah,
like
that is.
Especially when you touch, like, you run your hand through your beard.
Yeah.
You get that little whiff.
Well, and then like the limited edition Bold Fortune, you'll just see me being like, just like smelling my mustache. I don't know. Do you ever do that? Like just.
Nope.
I'll just do that. More.
Again, I just do this.
Yeah.
And he elevates it.
Yeah. And then we have Lumberyard, which is also another woodsy, but it's more like the aisle of Home Depot, like that saw kind of like sawdust smell to it. And it's a little bit warmer type of woodsy smell. You get that one on Amazon, not on Beardbrand. And we don't have that in the utility oil yet. And then like Bold Fortune, we have the limited edition ones, and but they're not available now. So
awesome. All right.
Just get the fragrance sample pack. We've got one of those as well.
There you go. There you go. Ever consider doing a 2.0 version of limited release around holidays? Spice Citrus?
Yeah. So we did discontinue 3 fragrances, Spice Citrus, Tea Tree, and 4 Vices. And we get a lot of fans who still like them. And it does give us an opportunity to kind of do smaller batch, limited runs of certain products from time to time. So
yeah, I get those comments a lot.
Yeah, we're not against doing that. We're not saying those are gone forever. But if we did do them, it would be like a limited edition.
I do have a stash at home. If you're ever interested, hit me up.
I got a stash right now.
Contraband.
Huge stash.
Yeah, how did you so Walter, so how did you connect with Greg Brzezinski? How did that relationship start?
Yeah, Philly. That's where my family's from. Northeast Philly, off of Roosevelt and Castor Avenue. So we go up to Philly all the time, but Carlos found Greg. So why don't you tell the story?
Yeah, so I found Greg on Instagram, I think it was, and contacted them. We had a few calls, and
I'm getting water. You want water?
Oh yes, please, man. I was trying to drink out of an empty bowl. So yeah, Greg and I got along, and I just thought he was the ideal guy to join our team of content creators. So the rest is history. He's just been creating content for us for quite a long time now.
Icon.
And it's like Greg is one of them people. You just cannot not like Greg.
Right.
It's like he's just a likable person, and he has that distinctive look. And when I first met Greg, he did not have a beard. He had a mustache. He had a little mustache. So yeah, and he wasn't as gray.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
That's awesome.
He's family.
That's awesome. Hey, thank you, Jason. It's my buddy back in Michigan. Appreciate that. I am so excited for it. Sylvester, you have any idea when the video would be looking to go live?
Not next week.
2 weeks. All right, about 2 weeks, guys. Okay. Stay tuned. I'll get some dates out and obviously share it once the video comes out.
Maybe 3 weeks. Actually.
And that's going to be on the Beardbrand channel or the Alliance channel?
Beardbrand Barbershop. Yeah,
Beardbrand.
The main channel.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Jason. Talk about the cold. We talked about the weather, and then Eric talked about people jumping in the lake. Jason's part of the Bearded Villains organization that I'm sure you guys have heard of.
Oh, Bearded Villains. And this is still going on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Awesome. Wow. That is
so
going back.
Yeah. He's in one in Michigan, and they did a huge event. Speaking of the cold and jumping in the lakes, they did a polar plunge where they jump into the cold lakes in the middle of Michigan winter, and they raise so much money for different charities.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they raise thousands and thousands.
Well done, dude.
dollars.
Well done. That is awesome.
Yeah,
well
he's
done.
a leader in one of the Bearded Villain groups. Awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I can't even remember the guy's name. I speak with one of the guys religiously.
That's cool.
Which one do you want?
Doesn't
Okay, I'll have still.
Here's James. He said, I've had long hair most of my life and recently cut it short. Any advice for finding a good barbershop with a good vibe? So I'll do a shameless plug, James, and I'll kick it to them. I talked about this on the Beardbrand video, actually. So I have a private Facebook group called Commands Corner. Link is in the description of every video. And created a beard barber map. And essentially, it can only be recommended by members. And they recommend a barber in a barber shop that they had a pleasant experience with. And you pull up the map, and you can go to any part of the country. And we have Canada, we have the UK on there as well. And you can see from real people, real recommendations. So that's a huge one. But Carlos, Eric, do you have any advice if somebody's in a new area and they want to get a good barber, things to look for?
There's just come to Austin, get your haircut here. My only I mean, like, find people with good haircuts and ask them where they get a haircut.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, my experience, that's the best, because you can risk going somewhere and then leave not very happy. So,
and it's not the place, it's the barber too.
true.
Because you can have two barbers at the same location, and one's great and one's still learning.
Yep. And it's also on the consumer, because you got to be able to communicate. I've had so many guys that come to me and say, oh man, the barber just butchered my beard. I'm like, what'd you tell him? I told him I wanted to clean up. Like, did you show him a picture? Did you give him lengths? Did you give him descriptions? His cleanup is vastly different than your cleanup. And so be specific, show pictures, give a goal. All those things can be very beneficial for your outcome.
Watch a bunch of Beardbrand barbershop videos, and you start to understand what a good haircut is. Because I think back to my growth journey and understanding, like, I had no idea what a good haircut was. Yeah. I had no idea what a fade was. Like, I had no idea what, texturizing was, like, how to get volume, nothing like that. So, like, the more you're educated, the more you can kind of understand. It's like, oh, this is a good haircut. It's not just like a handsome person.
For sure. Like, I used to go to barbershops and get a haircut and think they were cool. But once I started filming in the barbershops, and like, I was getting like haircuts all the time. Once I started filming in the barbershops, I was like, wow, I definitely been getting the wrong. I've been going to the wrong people. Like, my type of hair as well, it's like so thick, and there's quite a lot of it. You have to cut it in a certain way. And I was finding like holes and stuff. Was really, really, you get to learn. So definitely watching videos.
Great question, James. Thank you, sir. Hey, what's up, Steve? When is the Beardbrand collab?
You're watching it, right?
Yes, right. This is it. This is it. Thank you, Steve. Steve would love it down here. He makes content about barbecue stuff. So he would love the Austin barbecue scene.
Where is he? Missouri?
California.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like, who would be in California?
Yeah, he's out there making some ribs.
Do they eat meat in California? We're here in Texas. Like,
I think it's probably a rarity, so he's doing well.
Yeah. Steve's a great guy. Great guy. All right, see what we have here.
Cologne's going away, yeah.
Yeah. For the utility wash, how low is the pH level, considering that it's for face, beard, body? Essentially, I guess the good way to ask is, you went from a dedicated beard wash to a dedicated head hair shampoo. And I've heard you talk about where you've had to give a little on both sides to give this outcome. What's just the whole thought process of moving the two into one product?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's there's a good article that we have. I don't know if you can link it in the comments, Sly, about the beard wash, where Mike's really gone into like great detail about the formulation of most washes and the effects, and basically, there, in my opinion, I think there's like a point of diminishing returns for how to formulate a product. Our beard wash is quite a bit different than our utility wash and how it's formulated. The beard wash, if you ever try to use that on your hair, especially for hair type like mine, that's finer and not as coarse or curly. It did not perform well at all. It would kind of leave the hair like a little over conditioned, for lack of better terms. So, it is for us, like, what is that magic ground, that middle point where it does a good job for your beard, does a good job for your hair, for most people, but it's not going to be, it's like if you buy you could buy like a Tesla Model Y, and it's not going to be as good as a minivan for hauling around a bunch of people, and it's not going to be as good as a Lamborghini for driving around the track, but it's going to be kind of like a good middle ground.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be good for a lot of people, but for someone who absolutely needs that track performance, you got to get the Lamborghini. And for the people who need to carry, 7 or 8 people comfortably, then you got to get the minivan or the Sprinter van or something like that.
So it's kind of like a minimalist approach. A guy that doesn't want to have a bunch of things in his.
Yeah, I think it's for a guy who likes a simplified grooming experience. And then to answer the question directly, like I don't know the pH off the top of my head what it is. I'm pretty sure that Mike has all that information. I cannot store any of that stuff. Like I get a prototype and it's like, all right, this is my focus, and then boom, on to the next thing. I have to like one in, one out for my brain. I don't know like how people can like remember all these details. Like I don't even know how much our products cost anymore. It's like here's the price point, and then gone now. So I don't know the actual pH or where it is and in relationship to all that stuff, but yeah. The article like is very scientifically driven. So were you able to get that for him?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Thanks, Steve. Good question. Kevin wants to know, I've never had the pleasure of trying them either. How long lasting are the scents? Do you smell them the next day?
I think it depends on the fragrance. Like Temple Smoke, it's also weird too because you get used to it.
Yeah.
So like I won't smell it, and then like I didn't smell that Bold Fortune the other day, and because we have some, well, I guess we have some prototypes that I'm testing out, and Sly was like, "Oh man, you spraying some Bold Fortune?" I'm like, "What? No, I just showered and applied some oil, and but I guess like it was pretty strong." But yeah, like Temple Smoke will last.
Yes, I can smell definitely the Bold Fortune next day if I don't wash my face at night. Next day I can still smell it on my face. Old Money the same.
Yeah, Old Money is long lasting.
Yeah.
It's long lasting, but it's not overly powering strong.
Yeah.
So it's not something that's just going to light you up, because I'm not a strong scent guy. I like more subtle. I like when they fade. And yeah, it's definitely strong. It's long lasting.
Yeah, Tree Ranger will be gone pretty quick. That's our short. If you're looking for longevity, I would not recommend Tree Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
We also built our fragrances for you with those close to you, so you're never going to.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's not a cologne walking in the room. Yep, absolutely. Cool. Thank you, Kevin. All right, we got launch. On your website under ingredients glossary, there is a score for all ingredients, EWG. What does that mean?
EWG, if you Google search like EWG ingredient list, is a third party company that will essentially tell you how harmful a product is and the things to look out for. I think it's just a really Topo Chico's got me, man. I'm just like, it's a really like user-friendly website to kind of talk about like what are the concerns, link to the scientific articles as to what's going on. And some things are like things that I tend to maybe have more disregard for the concerns are like allergens.
Yeah.
Like, so some things like a high in the allergen, I'm more likely to use it because it's like you have an allergy to it or you don't. It doesn't like, it's going to be great for everybody who doesn't have an allergy, but for those who do, it's going to be a problem. Yeah. So like with any kind of new product, you should be doing skin tests.
Everyone, yep, for sure.
Any kind of product, anytime you use something new, patch test on your arm to see if you have any allergen issues to any of the ingredients. Because like legit, like there are people out there who are like allergic to water.
Yeah.
And it's like you cannot make a product that someone isn't allergic to. But then there are ones that are more serious, like affect your endocrine system and have cancer risk and things like those. Those are the ones. And then how the product's going to be used. So like a wash is going to be washed off immediately, whereas a deodorant will stay on your body or an oil will stay on your body throughout the day. And like how the product's going to be used, where it's going to be used, and like what our tolerance is for those ingredients. So I'm not a big fan of just like blanket statements for anything. It's like we're not going to do any of these. We're
Right.
only going to use these ingredients, but definitely want to have like intention. And some of these are like, yeah, if you use it at a 50% level or whatever, it's like, yeah, of course it's going to be damaged. Like if I drank, 300 gallons of water, it's going to kill me.
I just had this conversation on Monday. I said the same thing. Like somebody asked me, there's like apps you can scan your products and it'll give you a rating. And especially on water-based products, you'll scan like a preservative and it'll be like terrible, terrible, terrible. I'm like, well, at the potency and the use of it, it's not. If you drink a gallon of this, you likely will have complications, but
I mean, how terrible is it compared to a product without preservative that has biomass in it?
Exactly. Exactly. And then it goes rancid in 3 months and you have mold. And if you have asthma, I know it's so tough. And then I'll have people be like, oh, what about this ingredient? And then I check their Instagram and they're chugging a Monster. And I'm like, that's a little sideways. But yeah, so that's what that means. Great question. Love the ink, Carlos. The haircut works really well with the tats and rounds out your overall look.
Thank you very much.
Whenever I'm in public, everyone always talks about Greg and Carlos, and they never talk about me.
That's not true. It's being modest.
Dude, we went to a football game here in Austin, and like these girls were just like middle-aged women, I should say. We're just like hooting and hollering over Carlos, like catcalling them. It's like everywhere we go, it's just
that was a long time ago.
I'm sitting next to him, and geez, like my wife coming in the stream stuff. Like, calm down, everybody.
I'm married.
Yes, Carrie. This is my second. My first was at lunch. So this is a sparkling or a carbonated mineral water, and so full transparency. It's a thing of mine to dog carbonated water on the channel. Like when people drink like bubbly and stuff, it like irks my soul. But I'm gonna say this one's okay because it's got mineral water and it's actually delicious. Like it's really good. I really like this.
Yeah, the thing that people like or don't like about Topo Chico is it is the most intensely carbonated sparkling water out there. It is like these bubbles explode in your mouth. They are not gentle at all. Like a Perrier is just like this.
Yeah.
First time I've drunk Topo Chico, it reminded me. I don't know if I probably have it here in America. You know that candy they used to pop in your mouth?
Yeah, Pop Rocks. Yeah.
Or what are Zots? Is it like
I don't remember what they were called back in Portugal when I was a kid. With just popping candy, which put it in your mouth, and all of a sudden it was like pop, 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 pop.
Oh yeah, so probably Pop Rocks. Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, I get like super gassy, and then sometimes I'll hiccup when I drink a Topo Chico. Yeah.
Super cool. Christopher's gonna try it out. Awesome, man. Let it keep us posted on how you like it.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful. And if you guys have it, of course, hit the thumbs up on the stream, guys. It's a live up here forever.
Forever.
Oh, and we'll probably be on for just a little bit more. You guys are on like hour and 20 minutes right now. Are the clones going away?
Yeah, they're going away.
Okay.
Get them while you can.
There you go. Short and simple. What's up, Brad?
We may have a product that replaces them.
Oh.
But it won't be a clone.
Oh, okay. Some say it's solid.
You'll find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
I'm still waiting on their first prototype. So who the heck knows at this point? It's been a long journey getting that product going.
That's funny. All right, guys. Sylvester's going to pull a couple more for us, and then we'll probably start wrapping this up here. Hopefully Violet hasn't terrorized Sam too badly. She was saying really nice things, but sometimes she'll do that in the moment. And then when I like get there, she's like, I just want to make you feel good. This was the worst day ever. You watch them. I'm like, all right. Gotcha.
Let's do some questions for our viewers.
Yeah. You guys got questions about beard styles? About
like, what is the best hairstyle? The skullet or the mullet?
Definitely the mullet.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Sly's rocking the skullet. Show it to him.
Let's see.
Well, I haven't had it freshly cut, but
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna grow a rat tail in the back.
Nice.
We do some weird stuff here at Beardbrand.
I mean, Mahesh rocked this color with a long
He
rat
needs to
tail.
take the beanie off because I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he wants to.
That is awesome. All right, you're getting unanimous
Yeah.
mullets in the chat.
I did a recent video on the 3 hairstyles I think are coming back, and a lot of them are 90s inspired.
Yeah.
Like kind of the curtain, the center part. Remember
Dwight?
what was it? Not as bad as Dwight.
Kurt
but-
Cobain.
No, that was like a longer hair. What was Tool Time? What was
Oh, Tim Allen?
yeah, but what was it? Was it called Tool Time? Was that the name of the show?
Home Improvement?
Home Improvement. Those kids, they all had like kind of
Yeah.
that kind of hairstyle. I think is back.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
when he was a kid.
Leonardo,
Yeah.
And then the shag, which is kind of similar to what I'm rocking now. And then the more I want to call it like a mullet, but it was like the 90s
Modern mullet?
executive haircut, where it's just a little bit longer on the sides. It's not a mullet. You would not describe it as a mullet, but like
No, but
The
it's like a
dads-
slick back with the longer sides. Like
yeah.
what about the bowl cut?
Are there any?
That was also 90s.
Yeah, it's back, dude. Like especially in like some of the culture down here in Texas, it is like legit looks like a mushroom.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right. Are there any products you suggest from Beardbrand before going to bed?
Oh, I was going to suggest like melatonin or something like that.
Horny goat weed. It's
It helps with you and your partner.
and actually before bed's probably that too. Lemon balm that calms you,
Oh yeah.
helps you with anxiety and stuff.
I have
It's all
I
natural.
mean, this is I don't use any grooming products before bed. I'm a morning grooming product person, but I have a sleep mask from a company called Drowsy, and it's great. Covers your ears, covers your face. It's got mulberry silk. You want to get your bed down to like 68 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't know in Celsius is probably like 19 or something, 18 or 19.
60, probably 20.
And then yeah, so that will help you sleep as well, and
All
a
right.
lot of exercise.
There you go.
Not right before bed, but a lot
Sure.
of exercise.
Yeah, I also don't use anything for bed.
Okay.
Not anymore. Used to put serums and all that. And it's like
Utility wash your face if you got dirty or whatever. But I don't even do that.
no, me neither.
Just change your sheets
Yeah.
regularly.
Does heated beard brush harm the beard hair? I use one every day. No, as long as you are using it under 365 degrees, you don't go on too long, or yeah, it's the main thing. Not too hot, not too long. You should be fine. Use oil to protect it.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Never tried.
Yeah, I mean,
it.
it's like it's so annoying that this is the answer for everything, but it always depends. And if you leave a heat brush on your beard for a long period of time, it'll burn and destroy your hair.
Yep.
But that's not how you're supposed to use it.
Correct.
So, yeah, educate yourself, use it properly, and it's not going to hurt your beard.
Yep. Every single day for me. On my sideburns and my mustache.
Concept is the same for ironing your clothes. Don't leave your hand
Right,
on your
right.
shirt.
That's a great
Yeah,
analogy.
that is a good
That is
analogy.
true. I like
You know,
that.
it's just-
I talk
it is.
about using oil like cooking, because people are like, why would you put oil on your hair before you're using heat? Think about cooking. It's like, well, you want to throw a steak on the pan.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to burn it. It just doesn't burn as much. So yeah, that's a good, I'm stealing that. I'll throw Carlos some love on the video. Good analogy there. Thanks, Dan. Great name. Awesome, man. Well,
What about a giveaway? Nothing?
you want to throw one?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
We can do
random.
like a trivia where the first person who
Yeah,
replies
that's a
to
pretty
it.
easy one
Yeah.
for sure. All right. Let's think of one that would be.
Let's do
Who discovered
winners.
Brazil?
10 winners. 10 questions.
Right.
Okay.
Who discovered Brazil?
No.
Yeah.
Beardbrand related. So we'll do what year was
Right.
Beardbrand founded?
All right.
First one to reply.
First one to get it, and it's what shows up on our screen. You guys realize the internet's going to prioritize your answer, so it may show yours first. We have 4 witnesses here that can see.
Oh, we should also tell everyone to make sure you go live on the video.
Yeah.
If they're backlogged.
Yep. All right, Sly, who we got? I see one up there. At the
GG.
top. All right. Yep. All right, G squared. If you want to highlight, we can see that. So where should the winners reach out to? What is a email?
Yeah, Sly. Should we just give them your email? Yeah.
Sly at Beard. No.
Does Sly get to you? Sly at Beardbrand.
Or is it Sylvester?
Okay.
Have them email support and attention to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be.
Okay. Email support@beardbrand.com.
Okay.
Okay. Next.
Should say, hey
Awesome.
Sly, I won. But like, how do we verify it too? Because could people just say they're
Send me your
Yeah.
handle.
Yeah, send the YouTube. It usually will match up pretty well. So it should be squared, like G squared. That's gonna be his name, probably in his email.
yeah?
All right, I've got one.
If we can't verify it, or if there's two people who claim to be
Yeah.
that person,
Just be a good
Then-
person.
then we will void that winner, which would suck if, if you won and
Right,
someone
right.
else imitated you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can just send me their YouTube handle.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
If you highlight them, I'll take
We'll get there in the end.
here. Yeah, we got you guys.
All right. Can I do the next one?
Yep.
Right. Which was the first 3 cents for Beardbrand beard oil?
Ooh, no one's getting this one.
That's why I was like, this is gonna be hard. You go be
First-
hardcore.
No,
3
they'll get this
cents.
one. They'll get this one.
Go be hardcore.
All right, let's see. There, you don't think they'll get it?
No, I think they should get this one.
Okay. First 3 cents of Beardbrand. We'll see them as they pop up here.
The 4th and 5th one. No,
Old Money Spice Citrus Tree Ranger,
no, no.
Lumberyard Tree Ranger,
Man, maybe it's just easy because I've been around in the business for so long.
Four Vices, Temple Smoke, Old Money.
No. Wow. Good question,
Somebody's
Carlos.
gonna get this.
We need to get better eyes. Dan's just back here with his like superior
Tree
vision.
Ranger,
I know.
Citrus Spice, Old Money.
No.
Making me feel old.
And is this, to give them clues, is
No,
this back
no,
in the
no,
gold,
no one's
silver,
got it. No one's got it.
gold, silver days?
There it is.
All right, who we
It's
got?
Brad,
Someone got it?
Brad
Okay.
Pape, awesome.
show him.
So I click that
Highlight
one.
it. Click on show. Sly.
Well done, Brad.
Awesome, Brad.
Got the-
Congrats, man.
The
Well done.
Pape.
Okay, Tree Ranger, Spice Citrus, and Tea Tree. Okay.
We should do like which products have we discontinued?
Like throughout, like since Beardbrand exists or lately?
No, I would say
That
like,
will be hard because
That's a lot.
yeah, that'll be hard.
yeah, not
Really
the
hard.
fragrances, but like product.
How many do you think there are?
Loads.
Are there loads?
There's quite a few.
You could do it where you have them list them, and then as somebody claims it, you go through that and say, all right, that's one.
Yeah, like
I don't know if that's a good question. Well, we'll think of different questions.
because we had like Herb and Beardsman stuff, and
Would you
it's
know?
like-
Okay, well, here's something that I said on the stream. So if there are
Okay.
astute stream watchers who have been here the whole hour and a half, who was the first barber on the Beardbrand Barbershop channel?
Yeah, that's a good one. I was gonna ask
even
something
I
similar.
forgot that one. I know he said it.
You
but
don't
I
even know
forgot.
who it is. Yeah.
No, I forgot. I don't know who that person is.
Let's see.
Oh
who it
yeah,
is.
you had said as a clue. Do you remember from these days?
I know where he was. Can remember. I remember what you said. Where it was.
Yeah,
I just don't remember the name. I could get through,
Nice.
but
Steve has Sebastian in the chat.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Ah,
Steve.
let's
Congrats,
go.
man.
It pays to watch the stream.
That's awesome. Now, Sylvester, I think you would probably know the answer to this one. If we were to ask what barber has appeared the most on the channel, would you know?
I don't think it. I don't know.
yeah,
It would be hard to
it
know.
would be hard to
Too
know.
close?
Yeah, it would be hard to know.
Well,
What's
because we've
that?
been doing it for so long that some people have been on it. Like in the early days, it was like all Harry and Dave Banks, and
No, it was Harry, Jason, Sky.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could do like first person to name like 4 barbershops that we filmed in.
Oh, barbershops. Okay.
You want to do that? Because we've done more than 4. You're not going to get all of them
That's tough.
because even I can't get all of them. But
Um,
yeah, name 4 barbershops we filmed in.
That's a tough one.
yeah, I got it.
You should certainly have more than 4.
Oh yeah, I got more than
yeah.
4.
Okay.
I think I know one in Connecticut.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
counts.
One in Connecticut. That's
Yep.
one we filmed.
Philly. There's just a few clues.
Yeah.
Yep.
London,
I'll be hanging
London.
out with those 2 guys.
Portugal. I remember that one.
Portugal. Yeah.
Denmark.
Denmark.
It
Yeah.
wasn't really a barbershop though.
No, it was.
I guess kind of was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah.
A few of them. There's a few in
There's
Austin.
people-
There's a few in Austin.
There's people trying,
Oh man.
thinking,
Where
looking
else have we
back on
found?
those.
I did one in Chicago.
I don't
It
remember.
was a beard trim. It was a bad beard trim.
Oh.
It was-
All
4 seasons.
right, Bearded Wiley has guessed. Did you say sports clips?
where else?
Yeah,
We'll have to
sports
think of
clip
the next
now.
question while we wait for these people.
Would you know what is the leading scent seller since the changeover?
Yeah, I mean it hasn't changed and
Say what?
yeah, it hasn't changed and since it was launched pretty
Okay.
much. Like yeah, that's been but that would be a nice softball if you want to throw that in there while we wait.
Yeah, let's do that. What is the leading scent seller of Beardbrand? Is Tom L got it?
Yeah, I think Tom L's got it, right? Is that the name of Tom L?
Gentleman Road, Cut and Grind, Philadelphia Barbecue, and South Austin Barbershop. The Philadelphia Barbecue,
Well, don't tell him which one's wrong.
That's not. That's
I know the other name. I don't know about where the girl worked.
Andy?
Yeah, is that where Andy worked? Okay, so that would
Yeah.
be correct. 'Cause
Yeah, I
the-
didn't even know the name of that shop.
Me neither.
Awesome.
I know the other one where Jake worked.
Yeah. What's
didn't
Jake's barbershop?
Nice
so?
job, Tom.
Man, and something. I just
Yeah,
forgot
man's
that.
fashion.
All right, so what is your guess for the leading
Men's club?
scent seller from Beardbrand? You got a
This is easy. You got
A
like
good-
a 1 in 3
yeah,
shot.
yeah. You got a
It's-
nice-
It's not hard.
nice chance on this one. I'm not seeing answers yet. It's gonna like explode with answers.
Yeah, and there's got to be some kind of delay here.
Hey, Holly.
We're like,
Yeah.
Next one, you can ask what's your ending on.
We got 4
Oh, yeah.
winners so far. Where's the answers at? You got them on your end?
no.
Sylvester?
It says it's having internet connection.
Ah,
oh,
okay.
jeez.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right, bear with us, people.
Terrible.
There's gonna be we'll be scrolling, get those answers because everyone has at least one answer for that one. For a guess. I do like this mineral water. Yeah.
Topo Chico. I mean, they got bought out by Coca-Cola.
Yeah, this is 2020.
Yeah, a little while ago. Oh, there we go. Some are coming in.
All right.
No, that's not the first one.
All right. Right above it, right?
Right above.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Yes is the winner.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so that's 5. One more time. What is the email for them to reach out to?
Support at beardbrand.com and attention Sly.
All right. Support a beard brand, attention slide. Just reach out, let them know you want to give away from the
Yeah,
Dancing
maybe
Days.
let them know what your question was. And
Perfect.
That'll be good. And then next one was Carlos's idea. What do I say in my outro of my videos?
Oh, I like that. I like that.
The last 4 words.
Signing off.
Yeah. What's my sign off?
Yeah. So what? Yeah, what is his?
It's
sign
5
off?
words. 5 words.
It's a very famous saying.
It's got to be exactly the same. If you get it wrong, it's not going to count. 5 words.
All right, 5 words, guys. The sign.
And we'll find out who watches my videos.
Mm-hmm.
Or we still have a delay.
Right.
Frozen restarted. Leo said Frozen restarted. YouTube's offering to learn why.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to learn. All right. Said error sending message. Of course. Right when we need messages.
Oh, we got more trivia to go. Let's see. Are you on the barbershop channel or barbershop Wi-Fi? Okay. What did Bradley say?
No, it's CBD Studio.
No. No.
So it's not cheers, keep on growing. Missing one word, right? Cheers and keep on growing.
There it is.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right. Jesus got that one.
Right? I say and in it, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep on growing. Okay. All right. I think we need 4 more.
I feel for all those guys. who forgot about
This
the
is
and.
probably easy one, but let's keep it around the same theme.
Yep, 4 more.
What is my intro to my videos?
You've been changing it up though.
I mean, at the moment is pretty much the same.
So the 2 words.
Three words. Now. In the past was 2 words. Now it's 3.
All right. 3 words from Carlos.
Really?
Yeah, I don't do the first word that you're thinking anymore. Change it for
Did you change it?
yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch more of your videos.
Yeah, he doesn't watch my videos.
Let's see who get this.
I don't
one.
know what it is. I don't know the answer.
I probably use both.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I know. Diablos. No. Oh, is that what you say now?
Where is it? What's up,
What?
amigos? Yeah,
All
That's what
right,
you say?
Bradley.
Yeah.
I didn't know Hey Amigos.
yeah, I did that one for a long time. I probably do both, but
Yeah.
yeah. What's up, amigos? Is the 3 word one.
Hey amigos. Hope all's well. Carlos Costa.
Yeah, and then I speak very slow as well.
Yeah.
I now watch my videos 1.5.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, do you?
1.75
Really?
for all my stuff. Yeah.
Oh, to your stuff. For mine,
Well, for
to be
yours, yeah.
normal is 1.5.
I
We should
never
just
do
like do that automatic.
Yeah.
All right, 3 more.
You want to come up with a question, Dan?
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Easy one here. What is my first love of a scent from Beardbrand? Which one did I fall in love with? Because I've talked about him today, Matt from No BS. He actually sent me a sample of it. I fell in love with it and then got it as a gift.
You told me that the other day.
Yeah, that's how I was introduced to Beardbrand. I believe it was before I had a channel. All right, my first one. Okay, go ahead and highlight Evan Johnson. Evan Johnson there. All right, Evan got it. My first love of Beardbrand is absolutely old money. This was back when you had the little vials as the samples.
Yeah.
The little
Well, we
clear
still got
ones.
them.
Do you?
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. And I got the oil when it was the gold line. And yeah, love that scent. Love. Always had a hard time describing it, but really loved it. And I even have that original Beardbrand video. It's kind of cool to see my kids grow because I had my son Maddox with me with his little Pokemon hat on. And this is like 5 years ago almost. So he's just a little dude.
We can do some other.
Got 2 more guys.
Yeah, it's like. Do we remember the name of this comb?
I know the.
We name our combs,
Oh,
but I wanted to get the our best selling one, but I don't know if I've got one nearby. Because I think that name's the best name that we have.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I got. If you want to do one question, I can go get that one for the last question.
Okay.
What's the tagline for Beardbrand?
I was thinking of that.
Okay. What's the
All right, what
tagline
is
for
the
Beardbrand?
tagline for Beard
Make it
Brands?
easy. Not gonna be enough time to get that.
We'll stop.
We'll do an extra
Yeah.
one if it takes too long.
We will, and then Sylvester's got this one to highlight. Man, love people. Love you being here. I traded you the. Oh yeah, for sure. See, crazy man. That's way back. Holly says, "Hint, it's behind them." It is. All right. Did Diablo get it? All right. Diablo, congratulations. Keep on growing. Pretty simple one there.
Oh man, I just thought something and went.
Oh. Carlos, when do you head back?
5th. So I land back in England on the 6th, about 10 a.m. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, another week. Wednesday, I think it is, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's you always go really quickly, to be honest, man. Because
Yeah.
we're always like new
Gotta get it in.
ideas and always so and stuff like this. So time flies.
Yeah. It is crazy how fast time
But
goes.
I can't also come for longer because I've got a life in
This is the
UK.
last one.
Last one, guys.
All right. What is the name of the pattern of this beard comb we used to
Or
sell?
just the name of the beard comb.
No, not the name of the beard comb. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Look at
There it
that.
is. I don't know this one.
You don't know it?
Nope. I have a Beardbrand comb. Okay. Somebody said Jello salad.
No.
No, that is this one.
Oh wow, that is wild.
Yeah.
But I can see why they said Jello salad.
Yeah.
Can see why.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, because they're probably just looking on the website. That's what we currently sell, right?
Confetti?
Confetti, no.
It's a rare animal.
Huh?
It's a rare
Skateboard?
Skateboard, no.
animal that doesn't exist.
Oh, someone's close.
Snowstorm, jigsaw.
Don't tell him.
Oh, got it.
Oh, I've seen some on the garden, yeah.
Unicorn
Evan!
vomit.
He's-
All right.
Can he win twice?
Yeah, why not? You can pay it forward.
Here you go.
Unicorn vomit.
All right. Grab that one here.
Maybe we could send him the unicorn vomit.
That's perfect. No, that's a good
Those
name.
are rainbows.
Yeah, right. Too funny. Well, awesome, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody. First and foremost, shout out to Sylvester running the show. Did a great job with the questions.
Yeah, can you go ahead and pull him up so people know what he looks like?
Yeah, let's see Sylvester here.
Just side by side there.
Yeah, it'll do it automatically. Oh, yeah.
Where's Sylvester? Where's Wally?
Well played. Well played. Funny. Awesome, man. Well, thank you, Sylvester. Thank you to these guys here. They didn't have to do any of this. And man, it's been an honor. This is such a cool place. I can't wait for you guys to see the haircut video. And I can't wait to share my experiences. I'm going to grab some pictures after this. And man, and again, shout out to my wife. She just said Violet's napping in the car, so they're driving around, which is wonderful. That's great news. But other than that, Eric, Carlos, anything for people to say going away?
No, it's been fun hanging out and enjoy our time together. And thanks for allowing us to be part of your stream. So I appreciate that.
Man, yeah, thank you for coming here. It was really nice to meet you in person.
Same.
I'm old fashioned. I like that. I really like
Yeah.
to meet people. So yeah, it's been a pleasure. And for the rest of you, thank you for supporting any of us, Dan, myself, Eric, and anyone that you like on the internet that puts a lot of work to put stuff like this out. So yeah, we appreciate you, man.
For sure.
And obviously keep on growing.
All right. Thank you, guys. We're going to head out of here. Reach out anytime if you need something. Go ahead and hit it, Carlo or Sylvester. It takes about 5 seconds after we get the like. awkward here. Yeah, yep. It'll have you confirm. All right, thank you guys.